Pan, that's what they call me.
Hello everyone, Peter Pants here yet again. Appreciate you watching. Hope this video reaches you when you are happy and well. I wanted to go over the expedition again. I had a previous video when I was figuring it out and wanted to show you a little bit. So this is the expedition building. This one right here with the helicopter on it. And then next to it with this gold question mark above it, this is your item warehouse. So you want to progress. The last video covers a lot, so I'm just going to cover what that one doesn't, maybe intertwine them a little bit. So checking the rank here. Oh, wow, a lot of people up there. That means I should be up there, but they got higher level components, I bet. So with where I'm at, I've maxed out where I can go with the challenge. So in challenging in these though, look at the attributes, see their components, see their skills on the heroes, check out their unit suppression, check all this out, and then, you know, figure out what is best against that. So obviously Navy's good against tanks, and let me just see here. You can add skills as well to, well, you can only have so many ships, so I mean not ships, tanks. I mean, this is kind of where the dilemma is. You have to work with it. It teaches you strategy, but I won't go into that. Oh wow, look at that, nice. I won't go into that too much with this. A lot of that is best learned by trial and error, and I try to put out the information in these videos to build a good base foundation for people to come up with what, you know, their opinion, instead of just taking someone else's opinion as their own, which there's nothing wrong with that or against that, but people testing it themselves, they might find other venues or other, you know, routes to take, other routes to achieve something, and might discover something that hasn't been discovered yet, and you know, that would be awesome. So get as far as you can. And I guess I should do that. There we go. As far as I can for now, until I go in there and tweak that, because the planes are better against planes. Tanks are better against planes. So right here at the top left, above this right here, it says 6 per minute. So I'm getting, let me show you. I'm getting 6 Medal of Glories per minute. So this has been going right here. The timer says 2 hours, 14 minutes, 35 seconds. And it's collected all that in the process. That maxes out at 12 hours, so be sure to collect it between every 12 hours. Also, be sure the quick fight button at the bottom left, you will have a free attempt. So it'll say today's attempts left 6, and it'll have a line through the 50 gems, and it'll say free. Be sure to click that every day. I even do it sometimes with gems, because this builds towards what you're about to see is the decorative buildings. So let me play this, and then I will, well, you know what, I do need to collect it. I'm going to go back now, and here is the item warehouse. And what I typically do, because you can say store all, and then you can see what you got at the bottom. So if you got 2 of these, you can put them out there, you can merge them, store it, instead of having like it all mixed up like this, and then having to find them to merge them. You can do it individually, but my best method is I store all, I go back to it and select it, and it does it for me. It doesn't merge for you as far as I am aware, but you know, I will do this right here, and I'm going to wait at that point. And I'll go over this again right here. It shows you the silk will lead to the cloth, which leads to the coarse cloth, which leads to just a shiny blue cloth, which those two will lead to a random decorative item. So you have silk, you have iron, you have wood. What is the wood stuff right there? You have clod. And I guess that's the 4 things. Yeah, that's 4. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to leave. Rejoin. It fills it up for me again. Oop. And normally I would just, you know, merge them together till I get the item and go from there. But for this video, as you can see, I saved up, I think, about a day and a half. Was waiting to kind of have better material for this video for everyone watching. Again, thank you for that. I appreciate that. So I like merging all these, and then I said I like merging all these. I mean, I do, because I'm you know, it's like scratching a lottery ticket or playing some game, you know, seeing if what you're gonna get, because there's certain buildings I really like, and other buildings I'm like, when I get them, like, oh, like, but oh well. Better luck next time, kind of deal. So I don't want to get too monotonous and too boring with doing this, so I will, from this point, I will start merging all the way up. Oops. Here. Okay, so restore all and go this way. I have 3 of those, 4 of those, 4 of those, and 2 of those. So let's see what we get. Nice, actually. Those are, ooh, a toy. I don't think I've had a toy yet. So this increases your land force HP. This increases your gathering speed. This increases the Air Force attack. This was the, put it where you can read it. Reduced damage received by Air Force. So I got Air Force attack, Air Force, let me put that out. 2. So I already have a level 2 or something already, Scenic Flower, so this will help put that towards a level 3. Then you have to recycle these, though, to get them in your bag, or your inventory, it's saying. Then you can go to your inventory, look at your buildings, and here they are. But I have some out. So I mean, there's 2 ways that I would suggest about doing that. You can go and just delete everything back to your bag, or you can go in here and see, like, okay, I have a level 2 out, and I have a level 2 in the bag. So there's no point of pulling that one back in my bag. It's not going to be able to merge it to a 3. So you can go and see which ones you'll need to pull back in to merge. Like this one's a level 1. I think the one out here is a level 2. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 more of those before I can merge it. But that's a level 1. So do I have 2 of those? I don't. I have 1, so I'm not going to mess with it. But I like having all those out. I put those down here, kind of out the way. I actually don't need this one at the moment, so I can put the toy out. Right there. Actually, I don't think I have F1 out either. Which I'll make room. I'll leave a spot for all that, and then that's how I like doing it. So that is the gist. Wanted to just cover that. I know some of this to some is self-explanatory, to others it's not quite. There's many hurdles to leap over, and that's why I enjoy trying to figure those things out and trying to break them down to better understand them myself, and then that helps me be able to share it in a way that it makes sense to others, so that they can, look at that, increase Navy HP. I don't have that one either, so that was very nice, very nice. But I'm doing all this because it's like a circle. Like I get to dig deep, and figure stuff out, and then I bring it back up to the surface and share it with everyone. And in doing that, that helps me go back down and say, okay, well, what else can I figure out? Like, well, that'll tie to this, that'll tie to this. It's kind of like I learned, a little backstory. I learned the piano at a young age. It helped me learn guitar, which helped me learn all the other instruments that I can play, which I think is about 14. But there's no YouTube channel for that. So I was just looking here to see what I didn't have. I don't have those. Those were in an event. And this I can get by buying. So that's probably one I can get pretty easy. Eventually. So, and one last thing I want to cover, because it just popped in my head. I'm pretty sure, yes, there it was. How did I go to that? There are details. The max effect amount on all those is 1. I haven't checked every single one of them like that, but you can also go out here and click details and it'll tell you amount 1. And on these, it's an amount 1, but other items you have, there's amount 5, trees, tiles. Trees are different, tiles are different, so be sure to check that when you're doing your decorations. But that's in another video. This one, I want to just cover the expedition, get as far as you can in a relapse here, and be sure to collect this every 12 hours. Use your free quick fight every day if you have the gems. Gem it 50 or 100 times, or not 100 times, but the 100 gems as well. And then that's the method I use for merging it. It's, to me, I kind of just let it sit and do it once a day. There's no point in merging 2 or 4 at a time when you can't fully get an item. I'm just like I'll just wait, do it all once a day or something like that, unless I don't really have anything else to do. But there's so much to do. So leveling up tech, donating to that, donating to the territory, donating to the droid, doing your unit suppression in your research, doing the actual research itself, getting components, leveling those up, leveling that up, doing your hero skills. I mean, there's so much to keep doing, but I will cover more and more of this stuff in details and in depth and further endeavors whenever I take or make the time to make those videos. But I also am making sure that I got all my notes in order and in line, all my ducks in the row, you could say, because I want to give out the best info that I can, and I also want to make sure it's accurate. So bear with me. I appreciate the patience thus far, and look forward to making more of these. Or a fountain, which I hardly ever use. So actually, let that be the engaging factor on this video. Let me know. Here, let me go to it real fast. The buildings. Let me know what you think about the fountains. So, I mean, I could say about all the buildings themselves, which ones are useful, which ones are not, but that's very lengthy, because like different times I'll use benches, sometimes I won't. I always use gift boxes. The collection I always use as well. The rocking horse, you saw me take it off. I just put it out there when I'm attacking world boss. The command statue, I might put it out when I'm training troops and then take it away to have 4 more tanks, a spot for them. But things more permanently affecting, like the fountain here, do any of y'all leave these out, or the lanterns, or the basements? But primarily right now, the fountains. Pretty much, I guess, changed my mind. I've tried doing the math on it, and I just don't see the good use of the land on my base going to a fountain whenever I could get so much more. Well, I guess not so much more, but I mean, I could fit 4 tanks on there, or a barracks, or something else that is actually benefiting me more now where I'm at, and helping me with things preparing. But I could be wrong. It might be better to, sacrifice a barracks or 4 tanks or something like that for a fountain, because once it gets high enough level, you click on your gold up here at the top, and per minute, I'm getting 15.5 cc. Production speed rating, not bad. Okay, I haven't seen that one before. So maybe I will play with that to look at it, because I know you're, I don't mean to make this outro so lengthy, but I know the 20 mines at the same level, 100%. That you cannot get any more from the tax collections, but having more mines will increase your per minute, which is collected here by your harvester, which be sure to charge that. I got mine to level 2 because I sleep longer than 4 hours if I'm lucky. No, normally I typically do. So having this at 8 hours cooldown, or even level 3's 12 hours is good. It's in the 1.5 chance to get double coins and all that, which I haven't ever had that happen. I don't believe that I noticed, but see, so many intricate details and tips and tricks and whatever you want to call them. There's just so many facets to this game, which is why I really enjoy playing it and doing these videos. So I hope y'all feel the same and you enjoy these videos. If you do, go ahead and smash that like button. I'm gonna start reminding y'all and asking y'all for that, because it's so small and minuscule whenever I'm on the other end watching videos to smash a like button. And but being on this end of the video, it's actually very important. So if you find this information of good quality and of good flavor, then smashing that like button and leaving a comment and just being interactive will help get this in front of others. So I guess that is all for now. I will leave y'all to Neverland. All right, bye-bye.
Peter Pan, that's what they call me. Promise that you'll never be lonely.